So I'm putting together a black soldier fly bin, impromptu, using things that I found around the house. This is gonna go in the top. You can see some hardware cloth. I'll show you how I cut the hole. It's not real pretty. But yeah, that's the inside. Black soldier flies like to lay their eggs inside cardboard, so I figure this, I mean, it's all being held in there just with pressure. But there's some hardware cloth in there just to keep the big critters out, like mice. And then this is going to screw into the top of this, go on top of this, and it's all gonna sit in this frame. So I based this off of some of my previous worm composting, vermicompost, and also what I've learned through some black soldier fly videos and classes. So I saw a really cool barrel version of this, and it was set up on an angle with a bin underneath. So this is kind of just a smaller version of that. There's slits up at the top. There's little grooves in the bottom of this shipping container. I'm standing next to my shipping container, storage container, and there's just like these little tiny walls for braces in the corner. So I put some holes there. I did these holes the same way as I did the holes on the other plastic thing, and that's it. My thought. Oh, and I scored the bottom with my X-Acto razor, whatever, to make it easier for them to climb up. So they're supposed to climb up and they'll fall out into this, and I'll have chicken food. So if I find the cover for this, I'll cut it here. So there's a little bit of ventilation at the top, and then this is going on like so. Keep all the other critters out, and then this is, you know, down so water doesn't get into it, or not much water will get into it, and then the flies could go in, lay their eggs. The eggs will then drop into the waste that'll go there. So the reason I made this impromptu fly bin is because I had this old bag of food laying out, and I went to go dispose of it today, and it's alive. I don't know if you could see that in there, but I'm gonna dump this in there and we'll take a look. So there it is. I'm gonna set it up right next to the tadpoles, and let's dump some of this in and see what happens. That is gold. I got so excited when I dumped this out. I think most people would freak out. Oh my God, there's maggots. But these things, I pay so much money for an Amazon subscription. They have a lot of fat and protein. They're great for the chickens. So yeah, this chicken feed was garbage. I literally was dumping it out and saw all those wigglers. See how they're gone already? They're just hiding from that sun. They're burying themselves down deep. So I could throw steak in here. I could put bones in here. I could put anything in here, pretty much. I mean, anything that's biodegradable food waste, and they will eat this stuff. And then they naturally want to climb up. So we'll see what happens. So I went inside for a little bit, and I just came out to check to see how this is doing. Look, they're climbing up the ramp. I just don't know if they can get up. It might be too slick. So, yeah, look at, they're falling back down. So maybe even less of an angle somehow. I could have made this whole thing maybe a little bit longer, but then it wouldn't fit the container. I do have an idea though. I'm just dropping that 4x4 in, and this is taller than the rest, so, and then I'm gonna stick this plant just behind it to hold it all together. Much better. Chicken treats.